tried to kill it, but we're not that damn show. Fuck you. We're back, louder than you'll know. Corporate radio can kiss our ass. They fired us, tried to make us fold, but we're not that damn show. Still raw, uncut, and bold. Cunts. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Welcome back to another mind-blowing episode of America's Loudest Podcast. We are not that damn show. We are all here, and I do want to start the show off by saying that next week, starting the next week episode, you need to be listening for a certain key phrase, like a phrase code word, in order for you to win the steak and a blowjob from Not That Damn. Well, the steak from Not That Damn.
I was gonna say, you better stop that.
Sorry, I keep it's the steak and a blowjob day is the holiday we're celebrating that nobody celebrates as much as they should. I feel like it doesn't get the recognition that it deserves, and I think the whole show agrees. So we're making it a bigger deal than it needs to be, and we're going to give you guys gift cards to go get yourself a steak. You can worry about the blowjob and figure that out yourself, but you have to be listening for a phrase. So, and we'll tell you when the phrase comes out. We're going to say that's the phrase, and you have to take that phrase, and then you go over to Facebook. And then you put the phrase in the Facebook page, and we'll give you all the details as it comes down, but that's pretty much what it is. And you have to like our Facebook page in order to win. If you don't like the page, you can't win.
The phrase that
pays, you don't get the win.
Yeah, the phrase that pays.
The phrase that pays.
I hate that.
I love it.
Yeah, I learned about that because it falls on my birthday, but that's just, it's my birthday. But
That's
I
just
Googled
good
that
luck.
one time and I realized how awesome that was.
It's great.
And I'm like, the world needs to celebrate this day.
It does. I don't think it's very common. I don't think everybody knows about it.
We've been spreading the word about Steak and BJ Day for, well, at least Stroke and I have for at least like 13 years. And then once there was that damn show, then every year it's like, listen, we're going to make this a bigger thing. And we're just trying to continue that mission.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do here. So make sure you're listening. Next week, you're a couple chances to win. So you just got to listen for the phrase, and we'll tell you what to do and everything like that. But you just make sure you're liking the page and you listen for the phrase. The phrase could be really anything. It might be weird. You might be a grown adult typing something super weird on Facebook and your name attached to it, and that's your life now. That is what it is. It's who you are as a person.
We haven't really thought of the phrases yet, but I can't wait.
I don't know what the phrases. I have an idea of what those phrases are going to be, but I really want them to just be really funny and random, and so that like
lick on my meat stick.
Yeah, like meat stick, like,
pagan stick.
Yeah. I want
never post that.
But the thing is we also have to say that phrase. One of us on the show has to say the phrase. So if it's like I want Stroke's meat stick, it has to be Ian who says it. It can't be me or Jen.
Yeah, no.
It has to be something like that.
I don't want him to say that.
All right. Anyway, don't forget too. This is your last. Is it this week? Yeah, this week is your last week to get the shirt of the month, the one that for February that says "True Love Doesn't Knock." And you're gonna want. I've seen people posting these shirts online. Have you guys been seeing them? They're putting them in the group. They're putting them on Patreon. Everything. Everybody's getting their shirts. So
what's our March shirt gonna be? Do you know or?
I don't know yet. I think we've thrown out some ideas, but we haven't really locked it in quite yet. I don't know. Well, maybe it's a steak and a blowjob shirt. Who knows?
I mean,
that's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it might be. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a steak and a blowjob shirt, and the winners get the steak, and we throw in the shirt too for the winners. Ooh, they get the shirt.
Damn it! Why did we? I tried to reach out to the damn. What was the brothel out there near Vegas?
Oh yeah.
We could have actually sent somebody with a steak and got themselves blowed.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Blowed.
It's funny you mentioned that. We literally have a segment later.
I know.
A segment later this show. I'm going to be reading Yelp reviews from the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, perfect! I can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We do have a lot to get to on this episode, so let's just move on and get into random facts.
You're going to learn something. Yay, learning! Random facts.
This is where we make you the smartest person ever, at least amongst your friends, or maybe not. Maybe it's not smart at all. Maybe these facts make you dumber, which is possible as well. Ian, you want to go first?
Sure, why not? Y'all know me. There's one thing I'm afraid of, and it's snakes. And I've always been like, I don't know which ones are poisonous and which aren't, but there are only 4 types of venomous snakes in the United States: rattlesnakes, copperheads, cottonmouths, and coral snakes. But
Come on.
fuck them all. I don't give a shit. I don't care if they're venomous or not, because I don't have time. All I see is a snake. I don't have time to figure out which one's filled with kill me before my next heartbeat poison. I got
I'm
other
not
shit.
gonna Google it.
I'm
I'll
not
take a picture of it, upload it to
Hey,
Google.
chat,
It's a
which
snake
one?
gonna kill me.
Which one is it? No, that. Kill them all.
I don't like snakes either. I'll be honest
Oh,
with
you know, there's a great story behind this. Ian Mike can help me remember parts of the details, but the first radio station I ever worked for, our afternoon guy, I think they were cleaning out like a swamp next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had all these snakes, like moccasins, started coming over. And somebody in the office called the sheriff's department, which I'd have went out and just killed it, you know?
Right.
So the sheriff department come out and cut its head off, and then he filmed it and put it on Facebook. Oh, people got mad.
Oh,
Of course
for
they
God's
would.
sake.
You can't kill a snake and put it on the internet.
I mean,
Well, I will.
I will. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like we said, fuck snakes. Kill them all.
Next week, I got 2 beta fish right here, and they're going to be in the bowl during the podcast, and you can watch them and see who you can bet on who's going to kill each other first.
Oh my God, that's a good idea.
No.
Who bet on who wins?
Marketing idea number 20.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that idea.
I don't hate it.
I think Jen hates it, but I think it's a good idea.
Well, Jen's not invited to watch.
I'm all right with that.
It's gonna happen live during the show. We're gonna leave it on until one of them dies. We're gonna
Oh my
broadcast until
God.
one
You
fish
imagine
dies.
the fight us.
PETA already hates us anyway, so
Not that I give a shit.
all right, I'll do the next one. It's this next one up for me is your pupils dilate when you're sexually attracted to someone. Did you know that?
I feel like I've heard that before.
Well, but so like if like your body basically exposes you immediately. So if you're like, no, babe,
tells
she's not.
on you.
She's ugly. And you're like, why are your eyes so dilated then?
Because I'm high.
I took drugs.
Yeah.
Thought it was the
I'm-
boner in my
I'm-
pants. That told
Babe,
me.
I'm not attracted to
Also
her.
that.
I'm on heroin.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right.
Whoever.
Did you know that the band The Ataris recently released a new single on vinyl that is illegal in 8 states because a portion of the lead singer's dad's ashes is pressed into each one?
That's dope.
What? That's
Yeah.
actually really cool.
I've actually,
Yeah.
I saw a long time ago, you can have your loved ones pressed into an album.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. So let's say like because me and my dad bond over classic rock.
Yeah.
If I was going to get his ashes pressed into a vinyl, should I pick songs that he liked or songs that I liked? Because it's like, how does this work? Because they're his
I would
ashes,
say
but I'm making the custom
mixtape.
playlist here.
Yeah.
And songs that remind you of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would definitely
Yeah.
do
That's what I
that. I
would
think
do.
he's probably going to be buried, but like I would definitely make an album out
That's
of him.
cool.
That'd be dope.
I've told my kids to do that. I said it was like put half of me in an album, or each one of you get a little album, and then the rest of you can dump me in the ocean, and then in in Tahoe or something, and
Or
I'm
at a
good.
Taylor Swift concert. You know, we know how you are.
Yeah, whatever. Roll me up in a joint and smoke me. I don't care what you do, but just put a little bit of me in an album.
Yeah.
Well, Ian doesn't know this, but coming up in the summer, we're going to do a segment called Spread My Mom. And it's going to be us pretending we got ashes and with tourists.
You're right. I did not know this.
Sick.
We did talk about that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger never blinks during Terminator 2.
That's true.
I
knew
heard
that.
that before.
I know.
Yeah.
Sick. Scary.
That's super creepy and weird.
And pretty cool.
Ian, it's your turn now. I almost cut you off.
There is, you know how there's like a patron saint for everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a patron saint of television. It's Saint Clare of Assisi, and the Pope made her the patron saint of TV in 1958.
For what? Why?
Dumb.
What's she
Why?
doing?
So stupid.
Why not?
Oh, God.
There's
you know
there's
that-
probably going to be a patron saint of podcasts.
Podcast. Yeah.
That's not that damn
Yeah.
show.
It
That's
Should
us.
be us.
Did you know that there are people who can't physically picture images in their mind?
That's weird.
What?
And it's called, how can I say? It's called aphantasia.
What?
Or, yeah. Aphantasia. That's how it is. Aphantasia. You can't see, so you can't picture pictures.
Weird.
That's
Like,
weird.
I can literally see, right now, I can imagine an ocean. I can be in an island, like whatever I'm thinking of, I see. I don't know. It's weird.
You know, last week we were talking about like the inner monologue voice.
Yeah.
Okay. I was talking to Lunch Lady. He doesn't have one.
What? Get out of here.
That's
I don't believe. How does
whatever.
he think?
He doesn't have one. I said, what do you mean you don't have one? I was like, that seems serial killerish to me. He's like, there's nothing in there. I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing
all
in
just
there?
silence.
You're just now learning this about this man that you've been married to. It's like a whole new person.
It's weird. I was like, are
That's
you okay?
weird.
Are you
What does he
all right?
do?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's going on
I
up
have
here?
questions.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
like what are you doing when it's like silent? It's just silent
He said
there.
it's
like
silent. He said it's just silence. There's
That's
nothing in there.
great. That's I can't even picture that.
It's apparently
That's
a
fucking
thing.
weird.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It is a thing because I've seen I've read other people say, but I've never like been close to somebody.
I know. Me
Mikey,
either.
mark this spot just in case we need it for court.
For the trial.
Yeah, no, yeah. Shit.
All right. Did you know that China has mosquito-sized micro drones?
I believe it.
That's
I mean,
terrifying.
they have ninja robots.
They're little.
Which tells me that birds aren't real.
They're not.
That whole thing that
Well, we
birds
knew
aren't
that.
real conspiracy is got to be true.
I
Birds
never,
are not real.
I had never
At
seen a
least some
baby
birds.
pigeon. Never
Yeah,
seen a baby
pigeons
pigeon.
aren't real.
No.
That's
They
literally
just charge outside.
that's all the pandemic was. It was to keep us inside while they changed the batteries.
And they put up those 5G towers everywhere. That's what they did during the pandemic. That's I'm telling you. Don't even get me started.
Well, this one is kind of a recent poll, so I don't know if you'd call that necessarily a fact, but we'll roll with it anyway. When you get a phone call and you don't know the number, do you answer it?
Never.
No.
No fucking
Matter of fact,
way.
I
Why
got
would do
mine
that?
still in the silence thing. If I don't know you, it ain't.
Yeah. Yeah.
New poll
if
asks
you're
people-
not in my if you're not in my contacts, you go straight to voicemail.
Yep.
Yeah.
But automatically, like I don't.
Well,
even
they
answer
asked
the
people,
phone.
how frequently do you answer the phone call when you don't know the number?
I don't know.
42% of people said no. 5% said always. 5%. Who are you?
I don't
Always.
answer
People.
numbers I do know.
I don't even use my phone for a phone. Like, don't call me.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not what I use that. For.
I literally will. I will
That is
get
facts.
my phone will go off, and it is my own mother, and I'll immediately go to Messenger, and I'll be like, "What's up?
What
What
does
do
he
you
need?
want?" And it's
Why are
never
you
anything
calling me?
important. It's, "Hey, the HBO logged me out again." I'm like, "You should have it written down, mother."
I can vouch for Mikey. I tried to call him recently and he did not answer. So I
He
called his
never
wife.
answers.
I
Well,
called his
didn't answer
wife.
text barely.
Well, she did. She called my wife, and I was right next
And
to
I
her.
was
But
like,
to be
Well,
is your husband right there?
To be
Yeah,
fair,
no.
I did that last night because like a bunch of Strokes friends were at the bar and they were like, "Yeah, we asked Stroke if he was going to come out," and he kind of stopped talking to us. So I messaged him. 30 minutes later, I just went straight to his wife. I'm like, "Hey, where y'all at?"
yeah, I didn't even know Jen called me that day, so I didn't.
Sure you didn't.
Usually my wrist will vibrate like because whatever, but I didn't know you called.
Dirty.
My wrist vibrates.
Wrist is vibrating.
All right. Well, hopefully you feel smarter and not dumber from those random facts because we are the smartest podcast on the radio.
At least for that 5 minutes.
Not even on the
It's
radio.
about
but
to
you
get a
know what I
whole
mean.
lot dumber.
It's about to get a lot dumber. So, because we're getting into Florida man. Let's do that.
Florida man, loose and wild, breaking all the headlines, crocodile style. From the keys to the panhandle, he don't quit. Living life loud with a wild misfit. Florida man, living on the edge. Every day's loco, he's got a legend in the making. Say it if you can. There ain't no one crazier than Florida man.
What a great song.
It's a great song. It's definitely one of my
By the
favorite
way,
songs
that's
ever
our
made.
only song. But if you want to find it on your reels, it's available Instagram and Facebook for any Florida story you want to share.
Yeah.
All right, so a guy here in Florida is facing charges after he tried to get revenge on his ex by smashing up her car, but the car he attacked wasn't hers.
I feel like that's an important thing you should know.
Yeah,
With
that's
that.
the first thing you should know.
Jesus.
How do you not know what your
No
girlfriend,
shit,
ex-girlfriend
What kind of
drives?
relationship you guys have?
So he showed up at a grocery store with a hammer last Friday and went to town on the Honda SUV. He broke out a window, got inside, then he smashed up the radio because it was playing 98 Rock. And he ordered cops.
Valid. That's a good reason. I'm okay with that.
Now,
I'm just kidding unless they want to hire us.
I'll give this guy a pass for one reason, because he didn't do it at her house. In a grocery store parking lot, there could be several different cars that look like hers. And I don't know my girlfriend's license plate number. So he might have just seen one that was the same make and model.
Well, I'd have got in there and been like, okay, this is not hers.
And then, well, some people.
Once you get inside the car, you would think you would know.
Well, some people keep theirs like if you saw the same make as my car's next to mine, you know which one's mine because mine's a fucking trash heap inside. Some people don't keep a scrap of paper or trash in their car. It is crystal clean. You could eat off of it. So I don't know. Maybe she was one of those weirdos.
Well, when the cops got there, they had their footage cam and they were able to look. And if you view it, it looks like he may have been on something like drugs.
Probably.
Gosh, I'm so shocked.
That might have helped. That might have helped him make the mistake.
Go fire me up.
Sure.
Yeah. He's facing burglary charges, possession of burglary tools, a hammer.
That's not a burglary tool? A hammer?
He used it to burgle, so yes.
He was burgling.
Such a weird way to say that.
Burglary
It is accurate.
tools.
Burglar. Yeah, is it really?
He used it to burgle.
Burgling?
He's burgling.
Yeah, burgle.
It's a word.
This dude over here burgling everybody.
Wow, I've never heard anybody ever say it like that.
So if you burglarize something, like
I don't think that's a word. I think the word is burgle.
Burglarize.
If you burgle something.
can you past tense of burgled, or is it going to be burgalized?
I should have a game called Burgled.
Burgled.
They always say a man that burglarized, but
I think that's
he
too
might
close
have
to boggled.
Yeah, Stroke, you're right. They always say somebody burglarized. No one says burgled.
They should.
They should though, because it's way funnier.
And that's a correct word, the way to say it?
I don't think so. I don't believe Ian. Actually.
Okay.
I mean, I can ask our sponsor.
Then ask our sponsor.
Oh, geez, sorry.
Or
Can
just
we
accept that I'm
burgle
right all the
something?
time.
Can we just burgle something? If you burgle something, I would just be so confused. What?
Burgled is not a word.
Damn.
It sounds
burgled?
that's what exactly.
Well, it is now.
It sounds like what happens when your brain trips over grammar. It's,
Is that what we're always doing? Just tripping
tripping over own.
tripping
I mean-
over grammar? Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it is. I'm sorry. The correct word, burgled or burglarized. It is. No, it's right. I don't know. I guess maybe I spelled it wrong. That's why. Okay.
No,
Oh.
see.
Well, okay.
He was
then
tripping over.
He burgled it.
So the Brits. Oh, it's a Brit, but it's British. I'm sorry, as I was reading, it's Americans usually say burglarized, but the Brits will say burgled.
See,
that's
What Stroke just said sounds like worse. Like that. Like when you're running for a pass. And you don't catch it. It's like, I burgled it.
Sounds like you f***ed something up.
Yeah, you it up.
Yeah. It
You
kind
dropped the
of
ball.
does sound like that.
You burgled it.
All right. Gainesville, Florida. Oh, Ian can tell us all about this city. He once lived there.
Yeah.
Guy was arrested on Thursday after police say he exposed himself and masturbated outside a woman's window. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Man.
Sounds like Gainesville.
Wait,
Is that normal?
dude? There's a guy outside my window and he's jacking off. According to the report,
What's weird is I'm on the second story.
Flapping his wings. It's weird.
No, he got a ladder just to come up here and just jerk off.
oh, that would be
Rubbing
even
one out.
creepier.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You're
because
on your window.
you had to climb up there. Like that was your intention.
Yeah, you had to put a lot of effort into it.
A lot of it.
Somewhere at some time in history, somebody has climbed a ladder and jerked off.
All right, I'll ask our sponsor, ChatGPT, while you finish the story.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, if you found that answer, let me know. According to the report, the 28-year-old man was appearing through the victim's window. Oh, yeah.
Fogging up
Oh,
his
yeah.
Yeah.
The victim told police the man stayed there. No, he stayed there for 45 minutes. I mean, he didn't even have a quick nut.
Good God.
That's a long time to be
Can
wanking
you
it.
please finish? Can you
Sir?
please finish?
I got
I'm
things to
calling
do.
the police.
My
Oh, well,
arm
yes.
hurts.
According to Chat, our sponsor, ChatGPT, that multiple times this has happened. It's not even rare. It's actually disturbingly common.
What?
Yeah,
Jacking off on a ladder?
A man was literally caught sitting next to a woman's bedroom window masturbating after climbing up and cutting the screen to look inside.
Oh, no.
On a
called
ladder?
On
Yeah.
a ladder.
It's a board game, Skeets and Ladders.
Yeah, people do it.
Ladder
It's
baiting.
really come. Chat's mad at me now and said that this may violate their thing. All right, sorry.
Oh.
Leave her alone.
Chat's pissed.
Well, after 45 minutes, the woman still didn't call the police. They said that she eventually went to her vehicle.
She just left.
Which I would have been calling the police immediately if there's a guy jacking off
No
outside
shit.
my window.
Or-
Shot him.
She liked it.
I
yeah,
mean,
I was gonna say she could have been into it. I've seen those videos online.
I know the dude's not technically in your house, but at
Oh,
what
it's
point,
not real?
like when can you just shoot somebody for jacking off outside your window?
Anytime. I feel like anytime.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
give it
Yeah.
half a minute. Let's
Like
go.
and we have a lawyer
Yeah,
coming on at the
seconds.
end of the
Yeah, we
latter
can
part of the
ask him.
show. Like, hey, can I shoot somebody for jacking off outside my window?
I mean, probably
Pretty
not,
please.
but you should. You should.
should.
Should be allowed to do
Police
that.
say the victim walked to her car to leave the area. Again, let's stress 45 minutes later. And by the way, this guy's last name is Johnson.
That's just
Of course it is.
extraordinary.
Wow.
She then left the apartment complex and returned a short time later. She's like, what if he's still jacking off? Guy's really into me. And then she's like, you know what? I think it's a good time to call 911.
I think he
like
likes
an
me.
hour.
That's up.
Officers said they found the man walking out of a shared entrance of the complex, and the victim later positively said, that's the jack-off guy. And before his post, Miranda writes, the man admitted to exposing himself and shaking his genitals at the victim.
So yeah, what was he shaking them or was he rubbing?
It's
them?
a
There's
shaking.
There's a difference.
But yeah, that's some aggressive jerking off.
But in his defense, according to what he told police, he was not sexually motivated.
I don't know if
Okay.
you know how jacking off works.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe he really wasn't doing that. Maybe he was just helicoptering. Or
Can't be
whatever.
just out there shaking your dick in a window
There's a,
seal.
there's a
Like,
difference
even
between
hard, dude.
helicoptering and literally jerking
What was his
off.
motive? Well, what was his motivation? Because if he wasn't sexually motivated, what was his? Did he tell them what he was
I don't
motivated
know,
by?
but
for,
he's
for science?
I know.
he's got a career, they say, of being an offender. So
A career?
That's
Is
not
that
that's
the right
how he's
word?
worded. It says career, like he makes money being a jack off guy.
He's like jackass or whatever.
Yeah.
They're fucking filming him privately.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. This guy's just making movies. I told you it's real.
I mean, if he's jerking outside your window, you want him hard. You know what I mean? Like, would you be?
No,
turned
I don't.
on?
I don't want him there at all.
I know.
It's just,
Honestly, I
no.
would prefer if it
I
wasn't.
don't want you a
hard.
little soft dick if you're watching me for 45 minutes.
I do. I
I
want
want
it
any
to be
dick in
soft.
my window.
I don't want any dicks in my window.
No, thank you.
Pop off a piece of my dick.
That's exactly
I'm
what it
just
is.
licking it. Just ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding.
God.
One more.
With my dick.
That's even better.
I'm going to stuff.
Fix the fuck.
A restaurant owner in North Palm Beach is getting a lot of backlash. We talked about this recently on one of the Florida news because of how cold it's been with the iguanas. He has now put a topping that you can order iguana meat on the pizza. So it's not like you're making it now. This is a restaurant who says you can order it. And he's got a bunch of phone calls, people wanting to try it, but a lot of people are going, they're mad.
Well, yeah, you're just taking iguanas off the street and killing them and feeding them
They're
to people.
like a waste anyway around. They really are. They're just everywhere.
I mean, I get it. I get that. Like, they're everywhere. It's not that big of a deal. But like, so are cats, and you don't just grab cats off the street and start eating them either.
Well,
They
mean,
do
some
in
people do.
Ohio at that
Fuck,
one.
you're right.
what's
I
that-
know.
what's
They
it?
know. Damn it. Dogs too.
no.
In Brandon, Florida, deputies say a door-to-door sales visit escalated into a violent encounter when a homeowner allegedly shot a salesman. I get it. I really get it.
People go
Oh,
door to
so-
door selling shit still.
No
That's what
soliciting.
that was my thing. Like, what?
What is he selling? A Hoover vacuum? What the fuck?
He was offering telephone
Or
services. Like, I don't need a home phone.
Dude,
None
get
of us
out
Nobody
need that
does.
Get out of here.
He,
Fuck
that
off.
he
I
sounds
get-
like he's a serial killer. He
I
ain't
get-
selling.
I get so mad when I'm just like walking in Target and the AT&T people stop me and they're like, hey, excuse me, sir. What kind of phone service?
Fuck
I'm like, I'm
off.
good. I'm good.
No.
Leave me alone.
You know what I tell them? Oh, I work in radio. I have an endorsement.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't pay for my phone. They're like,
oh.
oh.
My phone. Oh, fancy. Look at you.
Speaking of, like,
It's not
I know,
true,
I know
though.
they're not listening, but I had an endorsement with an internet company that shall remain nameless. I don't work there anymore, and they have not figured that out. So they're still giving me a discount.
Oh, I had that for years, too.
Same. I
Yeah.
had something like that too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Yes,
Yeah.
I got cable and internet, and I'm like,
It's
don't say it. Don't say anything.
Yeah, but it's great until they catch up with you and they shut it off, and you're like,
Oh well, then I'll go back to AT&T.
Then you gotta start paying it. Yeah, well, whatever.
So the door-to-door salesman's there, and they're arguing, and then he shoots the guy several times. He's still alive, but then police are called. Like, what happened? What? Did you tell him to leave, or
Just
he
shoot
didn't
him right
leave,
away.
or what are you
Just shoot him
fighting
right away.
about?
Some of those guys are pushy. Some are pushy.
I know. You tell them no, and they're like, well, what if I offer you this, or what if I do that, or whatever?
Yeah. Let's go away.
No.
What if I kill you?
Bang, bang, bang.
And that's Florida. Bang, bang, bang.
There you go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. It's a great way to end that. Thank you, Stroke. Appreciate that. There's always some interesting stuff going on in Florida. And yeah, as Ian said, we will have our lawyer on in a little bit here to answer some questions for you guys. And we did. What was the question we wanted to ask him?
Can I shoot somebody jacking off outside my window? Jen, will you write that down?
We'll have to ask him if
I feel like
I know the answer
we
to
have
that.
that
but
stand
we'll
your
ask him.
ground thing here, but
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it applies to somebody putting their dick in your window.
Are they putting my dick?
But I
are they
think
putting
we
the
can
dick
all
on my
agree.
window?
Let's all agree that I should be able to.
If it's limp, you feel like I think it'd be kind of funny if you smashed it up against the window.
Yeah, you just
pushed it.
What is that?
The old press noodle.
Yeah,
Cleaning the window. Maybe
old
he was just trying to
press-
cleaning the window for you.
the old pressed noodle, like that's something people do.
I
the
don't even know if that's a real thing, but that's what I'm calling it.
old pressed noodle. I love it.
That's like when you used to send her dick pictures and you use snail mail. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be there in 3 days.
Now you just walk up to the house and put your dick on their window and knock on it.
Faster.
Check it out.
I feel like if you were sending dick pics through the mail, it had to be a Polaroid, so you didn't have to go to like Walmart or something and get it developed, so somebody else had to see it.
Oh, I guarantee that some of those old film developers saw some sick back then.
If
I
you're,
know for a fact.
I
I've
bet
taken
there's a
pictures of my
damn-
own. Like, listen, I used other people's portable cameras and took pictures of my junk I have no idea what they did
We all
with it
did that.
because because
at
it's someone
weddings?
else's camera. So
At
I
weddings?
Yeah.
don't know. Weddings at I did this at a bar because somebody brought a bunch of cameras to the bar and put them on the table, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna take
Nobody.
my dick.
God.
Next week, Marky and I number 25. See if we can pick out Mikey's dick from all the other dicks. So that's probably
that's
Mikey's
a terrible
dick.
idea. We're not doing that. That's a bad idea. What's actually a really good idea is what's coming up next is Ian's going to read us some brothel Yelp reviews. Are these from any specific brothel or just
This is
all
from
brothels?
the Bunny Ranch.
In Nevada.
In Nevada. I've got 4 1-star reviews and 1 5-star reviews because I wanted to see like the 1-star reviews. I'm like, let's see what these people are bitching about. Like, how do you go to a brothel and then decide that was? I need to let the whole world know that I went, and not only that I went, but I had an awful experience.
That's hilarious.
So
I think we should probably have a little like maybe play some porn music.
go for it.
Right. Oh, we'll do the Craigslist music.
That's fine. All right. This is from Brent on July 18th, 2025.
That's a white guy if I've ever heard a name.
With the name Brent. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
right.
Yeah, Brent. Brent in Reno. Our fans up in Reno.
Uh-huh. I've come to this establishment over the years. The quality has gone down tremendously. I booked with Stacy Tyler because I like what she posts on her Twitter, but her photos are highly edited. Our time together was rushed, and she just wasn't as fit as her pictures. Very nice in person, but it feels like a switch and bait. I think he means bait and switch. He's an idiot.
Switch and bait. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
She lures you in with her edited pics. Also, Cowgirl Austin is a photo editor because she looked night and day difference. This guy sucks at the English language. Cammie is using pictures from 10 years ago. So I recommend doing a lineup, gentlemen. When I booked my appointment, I felt like I had to commit because I have been rejected my whole life. Very hard day for me. Trust me, do the lineup.
So you can do it. So you can go in there and they can line them up for you and you just pick the ones you like.
Which
Is that what he's
feels...
saying?
I know that this is an establishment where you go and pick out a woman and her for money, but doesn't having a lineup feel a bit degrading where you have to be
No.
like, you, the rest of you, get the fuck out.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Is that her? That's her.
I
He
found her. This
He
is
found
not
her.
it's not a nude photo, but
Well,
it does look very edited.
Listen, I would have to have the lineup. I'm not trusting any of these pictures online. I know what AI can do. Get out of here.
I know a lot of girls who do that too. They don't look anything like their pictures
Yeah.
Hold the fuck up.
at all.
Yeah.
You know
I
women
don't know
that do
how I'd
this.
pick my whore.
No, not that work at a brothel, but that
I was
like,
gonna say, why are we
or
talking to her?
catfish. No,
Yeah.
no, they're like
Yeah.
catfish. I know women in real life where you're like, ooh, that's not your face. That is not your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Lord.
I'd pick out my whore though. I mean, maybe I'd have to have a little conversation. I think I know that's like reading the articles, but I want
I was
to.
gonna say, yeah. What does that
you
matter?
You look hot, but I want to hear like you be a little bit nasty, and then I'm like, okay.
You got to hear her voice too, because you can't be like, she can't be hot and then walk up to you and be like, hey, how you doing? I don't want any of that
cool.
shit.
Oh,
That would ruin it
crap.
for
If you
me.
wanted to do your research, I guarantee 90% minimum of these women have OnlyFans. So just go to their
Oh,
OnlyFans
yeah, that's true.
and
That's-
look
yeah.
into it
That's true.
and be like, okay, she sounds like this when she moans. All right, this is what her voice sounds like. All right, cool. Anyway,
God, some people just hit the lottery just playing with their pussy all day. It's just
I know.
So mad. I wish I was a hot chick.
I don't know. Like dudes jacking off the internet just
All day.
not
I wouldn't
gonna
even
do
care.
anything.
Like, whatever.
This one's from James in Portland. Good looking girls, but be prepared to spend way more money than you're expecting. I was quoted that $1,000 would have only gotten me 15 minutes. Do the math, and that's $4,000 an hour. No, thank
oh my
you.
God.
Wow.
Is that, I would have no way of knowing if that's true, but
From some of these other reviews that I'm going to get to, I think that you can negotiate a price with the woman.
oh, okay.
So I think they set their own rates, at least from the reviews that I'm about to read. So,
Oh,
form
he
your own
must be
opinion.
real
I don't know.
ugly. He must be real ugly.
You're probably right. They probably pay like a house fee or
Yeah.
whatever it is to be there, and then the rate is
And a
whatever they
room
charge.
rental fee probably,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they probably they can negotiate like this one.
Who would pay $4,000 for a BJ or
Never. I don't care how hot she was.
People
never
with
in my
more money
life.
than sense and
I
lonely
guess, yeah.
losers. Like this review right here from Joe, exactly as multiple other guys on here have already said. Negotiated 90 minutes with Mercedes. She wanted thousands. We settled at 600. Got 15 minutes of starfish sex before she said time was up and finished things quickly with a bad handy. She got super pissy when I pointed out that 15 minutes is only 1/6 of 90 minutes. And even had the gall to demand I tip her beyond what was already negotiated at the end. Mercedes is a bad person and a downright scam artist.
You're a bad person, Mercedes.
Listen,
You're a bad
she
hooker.
fucks for money, all right? Her moral compass doesn't exactly point north.
I don't
Seriously.
think, they're part of the BBB.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
should
pretty
be.
sure it's a whore brothel. What is starfish sex, though?
I'm assuming
guessing
she just just lays
Yeah,
there
right
like
there.
a dead mattress.
And you
Pillow
just do-
princess.
Yeah,
Pillow
you just do
princess.
your
Oh.
thing and do nothing, and then that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds
'Cause look,
boring as
Boring.
If she wanted thousands and settled on $600, she ain't got to be happy about it. Not to mention, either she already was set, like has a minimum amount, and
Yeah.
she just started high to see where how much she could get, and then like, you think she settled? No, she knew she was getting that.
Yeah, probably.
And 15 minutes, I'm like, bro, for thousands, you'd have got that 90 minutes. You gotta understand, $600 for these ladies ain't. It's a
You get
lot for
starfish
me.
sex.
I would never spend $600 for.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
no, would never spend
could
any
spend-
money.
I could spend $40 to go pick up a whore just locally if I was, that kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's true. You could.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Jen could go out and get dick for free if you were single.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. That is a fact.
It is a
Yeah.
fact.
These guys just throw dick at you.
This one's this is another Reno customer.
All
I don't
right.
know. I mean, Reno's in Nevada, so it's probably not that long of a drive.
To down to Vegas, it's a pretty far drive. Or
I don't
Vegas
know.
area, it's a pretty far drive. But either way, we appreciate you, Reno.
I am a frequent customer of Dennis Hoff Ranches. I just have to write this. I was at the Kit Kat Ranch August 2018 with a very nice young lady. I paid for an hour, $800. The bell rang. Time was up. It lasted 10 minutes longer. Who cares? When coming out of the bar, the madam/supervisor yelled at the lady at the top of her lungs in front of me because of that extra 10 minutes. I was very embarrassed for her. She berated her in front of the customer, me. She was treated like by her manager. I had to leave because I would have spoke up and gotten unwanted attention. I have seen this before at the Love Ranch. I can't keep going there when I see these women are treated so badly by the madams. There are some very wonderful women at these brothels. It's really surprising, but Dennis Hoff needs to treat them better. I hate seeing people being abused in any way. Bro, you just paid for a hooker.
Well, Dennis Hoff is dead.
Yeah.
I got into a fight with Dennis Hoff, but that's a long story.
I remember that.
What?
Well, yeah.
True story.
True story.
How-
It is a
what
true
happened?
story.
Well, they reached out to me and they wanted to do some kind of radio thing on and here in Florida, and then we were giving away something with hookers, and then a show that we replaced, it was somehow got in their ear, and then he would become a dickhead, and it was just a fight.
Oh, no.
But
Wait,
when I
were you
called
gonna-
him, he
you
was
were going to give away a hooker, like
Yeah.
a night with a hooker.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
We
I
can
know.
still get passes.
Do
I
we still
think.
do that?
No,
Wait. Slow down.
Why? Why are you against this, Jen?
Why?
because it's that. No, we can't.
Oh,
we
that's
can't
a good
do that.
If
Yes,
she
we
agrees
can.
and he agrees,
Yeah. These are consenting adults.
not saying you have to watch.
Defend
Jen.
yourself.
I don't know if I want our name slapped on a hooker sale.
I'm with Jen on that one. It's a funny idea. I think it's funny, but I also
I
don't want
want
to.
my
I
name
also don't want
slapped
to pay
on the
for it.
hooker.
so-
Absolutely, I do. It ain't. I'm not the one going to bang a hooker.
Here. I will throw this out. I'll pitch this out to you guys. You find the sponsor who's going to pay for it and slap
we
their
need to
name
find
on it
the
as well,
sponsor.
and we'll do it. Because
We
if
ain't
not,
getting
we
no
have to pay
sponsor.
for it, and we don't have the money.
Astroglide this
I was gonna say,
weekend.
Yeah,
we
why
wouldn't
not?
need a sponsor to do it. We just have the establishment comp it.
Oh well,
you
if
guys leave
make it
comments.
happen.
Everybody leave comments and tell me if they're wrong and that we should try to give away a hooker.
I am not I am saying that if we have to pay for it, I'm not in.
No, we
But
don't
if they're
pay
wi-
for it.
No,
If
we
they're
don't pay
willing to
for
give, if
No.
they're
They
giving
give
it
us the
to
gift
us on
certificate.
the
Exactly,
promo
yeah.
side of things,
Yeah.
I might consider it.
No, they give us the gift certificate. You get like a love card.
Yeah, exactly. So if we can do this without having to spend any of our money, you're saying you're down.
I'm saying I'd consider it.
No.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get them to commit.
God,
I'm
you
not
people
doing
in
a sale
California
on
are
this.
such
I'm not
pussies.
reaching out to them.
I guess
It's
I
not
have a
about being
whole week
pussy.
to work on this, but Jen's gonna be mad at me.
Who cares what Jen thinks?
Jen, I don't understand why we
care
can't give away a
thinks.
hooker.
Yeah, why?
We're not like you get to keep her. You're just
Yeah,
using her.
It's not
It
finders
seems-
keepers.
No, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me.
It's
No
just
one's
two
a prude.
people.
Yeah, it's
I'm
literally-
not a prude.
It's the world's oldest
Jen's
profession.
the first. Jen out of the show. Jen is definitely not the prude.
Then act like it.
Last episode, we learned that.
Yeah, I knew. And Ian wasn't here. That was one of our most up episodes, I think. Jen.
Well, Jen, I'll have to just convince you all week that a
You're gonna
hooker's
have
a
to
great
convince
idea.
me. You're gonna have
will-
to convince me.
Hey, I'm
Yeah, okay,
technically a scholar. I will get research on why this is healthy for a person.
Let me try to convince you, okay? Because Stroke and I once almost gave away a foursome with 3 porn stars. Just that.
Fuckafan.com.
Yeah, we
It's
never
a real
actually got to
thing.
do it, but because the promotion got pulled because sponsors didn't like that, but we got
I wonder why.
international attention. So if you want that kind of attention that we got, we have to go through with this.
The attention is good, but if it brings negativity to it and not money, then the attention is not good.
In what
My-
way could this be spent as negative?
Well, I mean,
I
we
don't
ain't
know.
making
I'm
that
just
much
like-
money
I don't
anyway, so we got to lose.
Thank you.
Just-
Could it be considered though across state lines? Like, could that be an issue? Like,
No, we just
Oh,
give you a
that's
gift
so-
card. We
Yeah.
give you a gift card, like a Visa gift card, like you give somebody at Christmas, and it's just a hooker
yeah.
card, and you
You don't even have to use it. You could change your mind if you want. You'd be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe not.
Listen, like I said, if you get them to donate it and all of that, and we can turn it into an actual thing, I would definitely consider making that do a promo behind it and all that. But I'm not being the sales guy on this. I'm not
I'll
the
sell
point
it.
person.
I will do
Okay.
it.
Stroke's the
I
point
just need
person.
Jen to say I can do it, 'cause I don't want to make her mad.
She's already mad.
Jen is not liking this hooker idea.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know. I have to think
I don't
about
know
it.
what it is because
I
they
don't
already
know
got
either.
hook-
I'm trying
It's
to-
already a place where people are
Yeah,
people
it's
for
not like
money. All we're doing is saying, hey, guess what?
But are we're encouraging it?
Yeah, they are.
Why would we not encourage it? Everyone go to the brothels and away.
Legal.
Because some of those women aren't there on their own accord. That's why.
Yeah.
How
do we know that?
In these Nevada,
How do you know they're not?
Yeah.
Because
I
it's literally legal. They are there to make money.
This is like
You literally haggle with them.
This is the biggest fight we've ever had on the show.
There's potential to being connected to trafficking in some way that makes
That's
it.
what I'm
bit
worried
weird.
about.
Trafficking nobody.
Yeah, these women don't come out of a crate.
When they have their own
We don't know
website
that.
and they're saying, "Come me for $5,000,"
They literally have a website where you pick out the bitch. This is as transparent prostitution as it gets.
I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I want to see where they live.
Okay, what if we had?
Who-
Which one
I
you
wanna
can
make-
go
I
and
need- I
watch
wanna
and
talk
make
to
sure
the
it's all
pimp.
good.
Yeah, I was gonna
wanna
say,
talk
what
to
if
the
we had
pimp.
the general manager come on the show and explain to us how this
So I
And you
think
can
that's
do
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
interview. We'll just
if we-
watch.
If we did it a thing like that where we could actually have like the owner or the manager come on, the pimp, whatever you want to call it, have him come on and talk about this, and then we do the giveaway, maybe that could become a thing.
I'm hearing a lot of maybes and no's. Like Stroke and I will just do it on our damn own.
No, go ahead.
Well,
You give it away on your Facebook page, Ian. I know. What are you going to do?
Done with you all.
Right.
This is the biggest fight we've ever had. I want everyone to comment about why we should give away a whore or don't.
Actually, yeah, Mikey,
I
create
think
a
it's a good
poll.
idea.
Create a poll. Yes or no?
Okay.
Should we give away a hooker? A legitimate.
Say brothel though, because people
Yeah.
won't understand.
Yeah, this is a legitimate business that pays taxes. I think.
We don't know that, but it's Nevada. Maybe potentially federal taxes at least.
All right, last review.
So pissed.
But it could be. I mean, this is a good poll to create and put up there and get people. I'm gonna put it on
Let's see.
Spotify so everybody can participate. This is just gonna
And
be
that's
whether
what
you're
we'll call the
listening or.
contest. Give her the poll.
Oh, that's exact. Oh my God, I'm writing that down right now. You might have just sold me on the name.
There you go.
I'm in just because
God
now
damn
I
it,
just want to
Mikey.
create the thing.
Sorry,
just
you're
because
out.
it's
Now
funny.
you're outvoted.
Jen, I'll
just
call you.
needed one
I'll
of
call
your
you later.
votes.
We'll talk it out.
I didn't care if it was
Perfect.
Mikey or Jen. I just needed one more vote, and I'm like, all right, we've decided. Whoever says no just got outvoted. All right.
And then my wife is going to listen to this episode. She'll be like,
But
absolutely.
we ain't got to go and watch them.
Yeah,
just-
we're not gonna be there.
Giving you the
Yes.
What if we want them? What if we want?
to
Like-
watch it.
No, I don't want to watch. What if we want them to call and leave us a voicemail?
Well, when we give away the gift card at like Texas Roadhouse or whatever, we're not going with them to eat.
We should.
I could keep making points, but I want to get through this last review and then move on.
GoFundMe.com. Just do it, and I'll go and make sure everything looks legit.
Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, why don't we ask our lawyer coming up if it's like about these places? Like, it's perfectly legal.
He's right
He's
here.
he's
Here.
gonna say yes.
Let's find out. All right, because he's actually sitting here waiting. So let's bring Rick on right now. Rick and the Law, welcome to the show. We're sorry you've been sitting there waiting for us.
Why are mom and dad fighting?
Because mom doesn't want us to give away a hooker.
Okay, so
right.
what's the question here?
What is the question here?
So
I mean,
these,
you're saying morality versus legality, right?
I don't even know what she said. Why she's saying no?
Yeah.
Because it's a perfectly legal and legit business in Nevada to go to a brothel and fuck.
And quite popular, as I understand. So,
Yeah. So
I mean, they made whole HBO series out of it and stuff.
Is it legal for us to give away a gift card to send somebody there, whether they're from California, Florida, Texas,
As long as
Colorado,
it's
or Nevada,
limited
to
to that
go there?
establishment in the locale where it's legal and all that, they're right. It's like a freaking gift card to Lone Star or whatever. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, as long as because they can only use it there. These bitches can't come to your house.
now, you know, it's still kind of a little scuzzy, but you know, it's,
Little bit.
I think it's Mikey's point, but it's
Yeah, that's Jen's point and my point is
I'm
that
not
it's
worried
a
about
little
the morality of it.
Clearly.
I'm not really
no,
concerned about the morality either, but I would say that
Coming from
it
this
is,
show.
you know, it does sling a little stank. I mean, so. But
That's
it
what we're
would
gonna
totally
call it.
get you-
Sling a little steak.
Oh, there.
Oh, write that name down
Yeah,
too.
write that name
Fuck
down.
It would
That's a good
totally
one.
get you, you know, a lot of eyeballs.
Oh my god.
That's fine. because we're trying to expand our listenership, and you see a headline on Facebook, podcast gives away night with a hooker, that people are going to be like, I'm
Vegas
sorry,
hooker,
what?
yeah.
I mean, that does seem like we would get contacted by
Lot
like
of foot traffic,
Barstool or
yeah.
possibly Sirius XM or something like that.
Right.
It could lead to something.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit more of an attractive offer now, doesn't it?
See, now when you start dangling those type of carrots in my face, then it's a different story. I start to see the business side of it instead of the morality side of it, and there is no morals in business, so whatever.
New
Exactly.
name, dangle your
Business
carrot in my
is,
face.
bro.
Dangle your carrot.
Stop giving him fucking material.
This could be our Easter giveaway.
Right?
Dangle
oh my
your carrot.
God, not
Easter bunny,
Easter. No.
You just
Dangle your carrot.
I can't do that right.
Welcome to our side of the aisle.
Right.
Dangle your carrot at the Bunny Ranch. we just named it.
Look at that.
Yep.
You've already
Welcome
got
to our side of the
promotion
aisle.
mapped out.
This is happening.
Guys,
So do you
that
want
sounds
to help
great.
Stroke
This is
sell
brilliant.
this idea now?
Screw you, cow.
I'm not the point person. This is all Stroke. I will put it all together and make sure it happens.
Say,
but
can you at least make Stroke a package
Nobody has to go.
or a sales package?
maybe.
So
Maybe a package, I don't know.
so somebody can give their package to the hooker.
Right.
Oh Jesus! Do we have another Yelp review so we can?
Yeah,
do that?
this is our 5-star Yelp review. It says the Bunny Ranch is literally heaven on earth. For an extremely
See?
high class, top of the line, comforting experience, you cannot get any better than that. The Bunny Ranch, gorgeous, professional, sexy ladies that treat you like they have known you for years. Excellent service and worth every penny. Don't just take my advice. Try it for yourself. You'll be hooked. I love the Bunny Ranch.
Oh my God!
God damn right he does.
He
looks like he does.
loves it. Yeah, he does.
This
Christ.
guy's been multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I can't get over the name. Dangle your carrot at the Bunny Ranch.
Uh-huh.
Come up with Easter now. I don't know. We could get that.
If we're doing it, it's attached to Easter. That's the only
Okay,
way.
I'm fine.
Like if I want to
I'll
be
be
the
gone.
Not on Jesus' birthday.
I
I'll
know
be
it's the
gone.
resurrection, brother.
I'll be in Mexico.
Are you going to Mexico?
Yep, I'll be in
There's-
Mexico.
You need to be careful down in Mexico. There's
I'm
a lot
about
of
to
crazy
say,
stuff going on.
get
down
No,
right
there.
down there.
I'm going. I go straight to the resort and we stay inside. That's what
All
happens.
You want
She's
to Puerto
fleeing the
Vallarta by
country.
chance? Because they're fucking that place up.
Yeah, where are you going?
Riviera Maya,
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I
Jen has so
that.
much money. She's always taking trips.
I know.
because I have a big girl corporate job. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that thing we don't have.
Are you on
Right.
OnlyFans?
I wish I was. I told you I'm starting a Feet Finder.
That's right.
As soon
That's
as I
right.
get there.
Have you put together a gallery?
I've begun collecting my
I'm excited
my
for you.
photographs.
You're gonna make a lot of
we
money on that,
support
I
you.
think.
We will put your link in the description of every episode.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, we will.
Do like
Perfect.
feet in the wild, just like out in the yard or whatever.
Wow.
I think next week we need to have about 5 or 10 pictures and let people vote on your favorite photo of your foot.
Yeah, see?
A free
Or
sample.
feet.
Curate
Free
Jen
samples.
collection.
When you're
No, they're
ready,
not free
Jen,
because
we
you got to
will do.
subscribe to Patreon.
Yeah,
There you
when you're ready, we will do that, and then if you're serious, and we'll support this. We got it. We
Okay.
support you 100%.
Thank you.
Make you make
They
some
should
money
have
on that, so
another
that'd be awesome.
like site only feats.
Only feet.
Only feet.
You guys, we were gonna do. Can we stop? Do you guys want to get into confessions? Because there's some good confessions here
Do
that
it.
I think we should jump into, and then we can get to our lawyer stuff too. So let's play the confession music and just
Cue the dirt.
jump into these.
Oh, by the way, I before you go on, I have a little bit of a confession. I think Rick might be my lucky rabbit's foot. This hangs on tonight. All night. I made more money in tips than ever. He stood behind my booth the whole time. I think Rick's lucky. I made like $300 in tips last night just for
That's
him
awesome.
standing there.
I was
That's
helping
awesome.
him sell, so
Yeah, because I had the longest wait list I've ever had. Somebody would come up, request a song, and Rick would literally go, "He takes bribes."
There's a damn lawyer
That's
for
good.
you.
Good
Yep.
wingman right
Yeah,
there.
for sure. All right, so we got about 10 confessions here. These are the confessions from you guys this past week, and you can leave a confession at any point in time. Head on over to nottds.com, and we have no way of knowing who leaves these confessions. It is absolutely impossible for us to figure it out. Again, nottds.com, or you can click the link in the description of this in every episode of Not That Damn Show. Here is the first one. It says, I slept with my husband's twin brother the night before my wedding. He was bigger and better, and now I want to be with him.
yep. Dirt squirrel right out of the gate.
Yeah, right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Wow. That would suck to be twins and your brother's dick's bigger than yours.
I know. I thought y'all were
And-
supposed to be
Right?
exactly
And then
the
if somebody-
same.
Somebody told him he would like never be the same.
I think we could,
No.
if we really spent time, we could probably figure out who this was about. Because how many twins actually listen to this show, or how many? You know
Well,
what I mean? Like,
here's the
there's not-
thing.
Yeah.
Neither of the twins submitted the confession. This is the person
True,
we slept
true.
with, so
That's true.
we
That's
don't
good.
know them at
Bro.
all.
To get them both, yeah.
This next one says, my wife thinks I poop a lot, but really I sit down to pee and play Candy Crush.
All right.
It's not good
People
for your
still-
a-hole. We've talked about this.
That's how you
Yeah,
do
Don't
it.
you
you
wanna
want
play Candy Crush?
That's a good way to get one.
I know. Do people still play Candy Crush? Maybe it could just be any game, I guess. But
Yeah. I play
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
yeah, old people old people will call like every game something like every game is a Nintendo. Like so, every game
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
phone, like my mom, every game on
soda
the
down
phone is
here a
Candy
Coke,
Crush.
You know,
Yeah. This next one is this is a good one. It says, I won't poop around my man. So I went to the gas station down the road and I pooped there, and there was no toilet paper or paper towels. I panicked as someone was knocking on the door, and I had to wash my in the sink and walk out like nothing happened.
Oh my god.
Use a sock.
It was too, so it was pretty bad.
wow.
Why won't you poop at your man? Why won't you poop around your man?
That's
That's
way
a better
worse what you
question.
just did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
way worse than what
I
you
mean,
just did.
I don't support pooping around. I mean, I don't poop around my girl or anything, and I appreciate that she
Why?
didn't do it around me. I mean, come
Why?
on, dude. Nah. I don't like doing it, much less watching someone else do it.
You
So,
don't have to watch them do it.
so
Why would you
Yeah.
watch her poop? You just people
No, I
poop. It
wouldn't
is
watch
not
her
everybody
poop. I
poops.
wouldn't
It's a
like-
whole book about it.
you wanna hear
Everybody
somebody
poops.
blasting farts into a bowl or some shit, and then think of them as sexy. Get out of here.
That's weird.
Yeah, Christina's a
I mean,
ninja
nobody
pooper.
wants.
I never know when she
Ninja pooper?
poops. I never know when she poops. She swears she don't. I'm
That's
like,
my
you
girl,
have
man.
to shit at
I'm
some point.
convinced that mine does not poop. So it's like,
See,
good
maybe,
at it.
Maybe this is one of your guys' ladies writing this thing because they're afraid to poop around you.
I mean,
well, mine wouldn't have gone down to the gas station and washed her ass in the sink, but
You never know.
You never know,
I
man.
don't know.
that's fair.
I know that when me and my wife first got together, Mandy did not want to use my bathroom at my apartment because there was no fan. Like, or not my apartment, my house. There was
Exactly.
no fan in there,
You
so
hear it.
she would go to a different place to go to the bathroom because she didn't want to use the bathroom there.
Oh,
All right.
I get
Fair.
that.
That's fair. This next one is, when I was in Navy boot camp, a pump and dump referred to 5 minutes to use the bathroom. There's a lot of poop talk in today's episode.
So much poop.
We were talking about pump and dump last week with crypto or something like that. Where you pump
It's
up the
hilarious because
crypto.
I think
Yeah.
about
No, it was also during
like,
Craigslist.
breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Somebody was like,
Yeah.
just show up, pump and dump, and get out.
yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
right,
about,
that's
you
right.
come.
I worked in the NICU for a long time, and pump and dump was like when mom had been drinking or whatever, they had to get rid of that, couldn't give it to the baby, so they just pump it out and make room for the new milk, But
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
breastfeeding.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, pump and dump. Duh, I didn't think about that. This next one is, y'all were talking on Tuesday about why farts stink. And I can tell you firsthand that I farted after getting pegged, and it smells the absolute worst in the lube bubbles while the farts were coming out. That's man, I hate
you all.
this. You guys are sick.
This guy's getting pegged.
Lube bubbles.
Lube bubbles.
Lube bubbles.
oh my god,
Do you think that's real, or are they just talking? Because
I mean, that's, you got to be real with that, and that's really, really
I have
specific.
no experience, so I cannot testify, but what I can say is that is a very apt description. I mean,
Yeah, that's
lube
pretty good.
bubbles coming
lube bubbles.
parts coming out.
Don't try a dick because it sounds like that's what you want.
It's a little gay, my guy, just so you know.
Wow.
Everything's gay and fake.
This one, I magnetized myself by accidentally, and maybe Tarek? I don't know what that means. I put a pot over my head like Mork and Mindy, and now I have a tick in my mouth and uterus feels cold.
What?
Should I seek a
I don't know what
GP?
this means.
I don't know.
This
This
is
is
someone who's
nonsense.
got English as a second language or something.
What is going on here?
Maybe Derek.
How the f did you
I
magnetize yourself?
magnetize myself.
You can't magnetize yourself.
Well, I mean, maybe they read a lot of comic books or something. I don't know.
I don't know. You need to go see somebody.
Well,
you need to see
GP
a
or
psychiatrist.
PCP, yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go see
PCP,
somebody.
You
Probably.
need some hooked on phonics. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
You
about.
can't magnetize
Muzzy.
yourself.
Well, I mean, who's
Muzzy.
Tariq?
Tarek. I don't know what it means. All right. I ignored a friend's call the night he tried to kill himself because I didn't want to deal with his drama. He survived, but he never knew I saw the call. God damn, that's some heavy shit to live with.
Damn, Mike.
Thank God that person survived. Could you imagine if they died?
They died?
It's sad. Ugh.
Oh my God.
That'd be rough.
That is rough.
Well, way to bring us down, Mikey. Let's talk about that one dude that's gay that gets pegged.
There's more. Don't worry about it. This is not the end. Because this one here's years ago, I answered a Craigslist hookup at 2 a.m. And when I walked in, there were already 3 other guys there who clearly knew what was going on. I didn't. I stayed longer than I should have because I didn't want to look awkward. I'm assuming
You
this is like.
participated, didn't you?
Yeah, right.
Is this like one of those situations where it's probably like a hooker, like you go to Craigslist and
Or just
and
a gangbang?
they say it's a gangbang or whatever, but they show up and you got to pay $50 and I mean I don't know from experience. I'm just assuming that's what happens.
That's crazy.
Pretty specific.
I know it was. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
this
I
one's-
think that's what that was.
This one says, listening to you guys talk about how some dudes end up with women way out of their league, hit a little too close. I'm the hotter one in my relationship, and people remind me of it constantly. It says, I love him, but part of me resents that he gets the upgrade. That's fucked up.
I really do
Yeah.
love my girlfriend texts us.
Talking about keeping it real.
Ugh.
Oh my God, that's kind of
Babe, stop leaving confessions.
Well, I did say last week, a guy has to be a salesman. He's basically selling that dick the whole time. So you gotta,
for sure.
Yeah, and if you got a
Sure.
personality, you know that's how he got you.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you resent him over time, that's going to lead to some real resentment, and most likely you guys are going to break up.
Resentment doesn't get smaller.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Yeah.
And finally, last one here is you guys joking about steak and a blowjob day is making me horny. My husband and I haven't had sex in 8 months, and
What the fuck?
I'd suck the skin off his dick right now. Oh my God.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Jesus.
All
I
right.
have
Dang.
never heard that before.
Dude,
8
you need to
months.
take care of your woman, man. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
Oh,
8 months. Does this dick
Suck
not
the
work?
skin off it.
guys have some issues, man.
Can you
Yeah.
sucking the skin off? That's a hell of a blowjob.
That's aggressive.
Or a lot of them, at least. So,
Jesus.
And don't forget, you can win a gift card to
Exactly.
Texas Roadhouse from Not That Damn Show for steak and a
then you
blowjob day.
at the bunny
So-
ranch.
Then get
There
the
you go.
skin sucked off your dick.
Get your
God.
skin sucked off. Wow.
Wow, I have never heard anybody say sucking the skin off a
That
dick.
I
before.
haven't either. That was
That's
aggressive.
going on a
serious.
shirt this year.
No, it
That's
ain't.
Pretty
Frustrated.
serious.
She's very frustrated.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Jesus.
All right. So Rick joined us a little bit early today. We do have some. We have a listener submitted question here and a couple other things that we want to talk to Rick about. I don't remember. There was a couple of things that came up during the show. We'll start with
I
those.
know.
Jen,
Yeah.
what were they?
Can,
Yes.
if somebody's jerking off outside my window,
Yeah.
can I shoot them?
Yeah,
No.
I think we all knew the answer to that.
He just really wanted it to be yes. He just really wanted it
the
to be yes.
confirmation, yeah.
Okay, but like, they're on my property.
Respect my property.
No,
So
you
what?
can't kill
Okay.
people.
No stand your ground in Florida that
Yeah,
allows a.
So I only get to shoot somebody if they're inside, not literally in my backyard with a
If they're
fenced-in area.
attempting to commit a forcible felony, and him jerking off is only forcible on himself. So, you can't kill him for it, but you can call the cops, and they might kill him for it.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
I know.
Do I need to drag him inside? Because I've
True,
never had a
yeah,
guy
yeah,
jack
yeah.
off outside the window.
Grab him by
But
the shirt.
Well, Grady Judd said drag him inside. So,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's right.
Not even
Yeah.
drag. He's outside jerking off. Just be like, hey, you want to come in here for a sec?
no, there you
Bam,
go.
bam,
See? And you have to, make sure your story's straight. So,
Oh my God! And Mikey found out there's people that, because I asked the question and he researched it. There's people that jerk off on ladders.
Yeah, they'll climb the ladder and jerk off in somebody's window.
just
have
to
you ever had a
like,
case like that? Have you ever?
is it like target practice or what? I mean,
No, it's just like up there
No,
watching.
they just saw
you know,
Animal House one too many times.
yeah, right.
masturbating
But I
in a
mean,
window. Have you ever defended anybody who masturbated in somebody's window?
I have not. That's as far as, at least around here, not a thing. It would have made the news.
With a shot up.
Ian, Stroke, and I would have all heard about it. So,
Yeah. back.
That's
Wow.
No offense, but I feel like you'd be the lawyer that'd be the one that would defend.
You're probably right. I
Probably
represent
has
a
to
lot of
be.
dirtbags.
Yeah. And
He
you've
was
said that,
innocent.
so
He
it's-
was cleaning it.
Yeah, right.
Just went off.
He had a squeegee.
Was there another question that we had for him, or can I just move on to what the? No, okay, all right. So this one came in through Rick, and I sent this over to you, but I want to read it to everybody so that everybody can get on board with what's going on here. Somebody said this is for the lawyer. It says I work for a health company. Now this was kind of hard to read a little bit, so I stumble over my words, it's because maybe they wrote it different, weirdly. It says I work for health. Says I work for a health company here in California. Not naming them, but they're in a certain area. I do maintenance work for them and have been written up 3 times for poor productivity. We are required to get 7 work orders done a day. No one meets that criteria. I will do like maybe 3 or 7 a day, depends on the job. So I get called in. They tell me no one likes helping me. I slack off when I don't. We all work alone. We all get along. No hate at all. So basically, this guy's saying that they're telling him everybody hates him, but he says that nobody hates him. It's all fine. He says they get tons of emails and calls about my care centers complaining about me. Thing is I'm liked everywhere. I get along with everyone. They all like me. Supervisors ask me about how my family and stuff is. It's okay. Anyway, so
It's
just kinda weird to me
on
that
the
he's-
horizon.
yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, it's coming. It says my coworkers, blah, 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 whatever. It says my bosses are trying to make it seem like I'm hated everywhere. I asked them for proof in the emails. They said nothing. They can't show me. And then he says, yes, they can if they cover up the person's name, whatever. There's a lot more to this brief story. I've had 5 meetings with HR and HR hasn't done anything. Basically, I'm getting bullied. Do I have a fight worth getting a lawyer? This guy thinks he's getting bullied at work, and he wants to know if any of these reasons are good enough to get a lawyer.
I mean, he
and sue
started
these
off the
people.
conversation with, I kind of slack off and only do 3 out of the 7 shit I'm supposed to do a day and all that.
Yes.
It's,
You kind of told on yourself.
I mean, so, and then it's like, we all work alone and we get along, and everybody loves me. And
Yeah.
the supervisors ask about my family and stuff. So, I mean, this guy seems like he's got a real inflated sense of self over there at wherever he's at.
Yes.
And, despite the fact that he's doing, less than 50% of what he's supposed to be doing on the daily. So, I mean, I'm just off the rip. I'm going to say, no, not really.
Thank you.
I think you're being bullied. I think that you might be getting over on these people, and you're probably lucky they're still employing you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm so glad that a lawyer said it, because I think coming from maybe any like them writing in and us reading it, they might not take it seriously. But the truth is, dude, you don't have nothing because you're not doing your job.
Exactly.
A boss giving you for underperforming is not bullying.
Yeah.
And
Especially if you know the
if you're-
criteria.
if you're
Right.
consistently underperforming, then you're going to get letters, or emails or whatever. So, I mean,
Well, not to mention, like you're saying that they're telling you that people don't like you. I'm like, that's not illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not illegal
it's
for me to
illegal,
say
but I
like,
mean,
hey, people don't like you.
it might
it's
be
almost like-
apt, though. I mean, maybe he's an unlikable person because he doesn't do his job, and everybody else has to pick up his.
Probably.
I already hate him. That was a long ass email.
It was not great, and it was hard to read. And dude, it almost feels like we're talking to a teenager right here. If you
We
don't
might
do your
be.
job, yeah, we could be. If you don't do your job, you only do it halfway around and you slack off, and you think everybody likes you, there's a really good chance nobody likes you, and your bosses are probably going to fire you if you keep doing this shit.
Nobody can walk around thinking that everybody likes them. I mean,
It's not real.
there's a lot of that hate me. So, I mean,
I was gonna say
and
that's
if you
just,
don't have enemies, you haven't been doing it right. So,
like
Yeah.
this is definitely a young person who probably hasn't worked maybe one job before this, and definitely suffers from delusions of grandeur. Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you learn a pretty early on, not everyone's gonna like you. It's just it's a law as immutable as gravity, and there's nothing you can do about it. So stop going
So-
around thinking everyone likes you.
You don't have a case.
No.
Don't spend any money.
Yeah, I make enemies every week, but intentionally.
Yeah,
well, I mean, yeah, you're trying to rack up.
And
a
we're gonna
list,
play
bro.
videos of that.
Oh, and you know what?
Yes.
You're a puss for not coming out last night, bitch.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting old. I had arthritis. I took a pain pill. And I
Yeah,
went to
right.
sleep.
You're gonna go bowling today, be fine. Piece of
Stroke's got
No, it's
arthritis.
still hurting.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right.
all of his friends are out and like, where's Stroke?
Oh, everybody was there. We were like, "Where's Stroke?" You
Well,
were
then
the
I
only
ask his
one that wasn't
wife
there.
where they're at, and she just opens up the Rolodex of excuses. My daughter's sick. Stroke's got a hurt ankle. We're old. We're tired. Like, just pick
Well,
one.
that's true. Her daughter did have 103 temperature, but you know.
Aw.
Just pick
Oh,
one
that
excuse and
sucks.
go and run with it. I didn't need all of them, because the more you add
Yeah.
on to it, the more I'm like, you liars.
Cast net throw, yeah. So,
But it was all true. We just had a bad day yesterday.
Hey, we all have
Okay.
bad days. Just I'm just like, she's adding too many things, and now I'm just like, this sounds like horse shit. You can just say
I'm
you're
tired
tired.
of getting old. I'm starting to hurt more.
See,
So you all.
no, I told her that. She's like, we're old. I'm like, just say that. Just
Dude.
say that.
Sam Elliott, y'all watch that show, Lawman?
No.
I need to.
Sam Elliott's in it, and he was like, he's getting up there in age and all that. He's like, son, just sitting here, I feel like I've been in a car crash. So it's like,
Oh, you mean Landman?
Landman. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
Landman.
All right, so a couple other things that have come in that people wanted to know and we can ask our lawyer about, and I think that these are really good because people listening might be curious on these too. And one of them is, if you know about a crime and stay silent, are you liable?
This is so fun.
I know.
I had a case that was like, legit on point. This local doctor, he was an Islamic fella, had his house firebombed. Somebody thrown a homemade Molotov cocktail at his house, and it hit, and it was a brick house, and it was close to the window, I suppose, when the throw, where it hit, but I think they were trying to get it into the window, but they missed, and it hit the brick wall, and, of course, was spectacularly flamed and all that stuff, but it didn't hurt the house. They go and arrest a bunch of people. I get hired by one of the 3 folks that were involved. And the whole thing was the case centered on the law of principle, which is basically what they like to call aiding and abetting. It's not what the charge is called anymore, but it's the term that's used in the statute that sets up that law. But the law of principle says that if you help a crime happen, then you can be convicted of it as if you had done it. So if, like, you're the wheelman and somebody murders somebody in the bank, you can be convicted of the murder just because you were involved in the crime.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I'm saying, like, if you knew about it, like,
well, I'm getting to there, but
yeah, because I was like, you used to always say, like,
the
if
law
you
doesn't
witness it
require
from
you to be
across the street,
Batman.
yeah, you know what? It's not your job to be Batman. Yeah.
Yes. So, and that's how I won this case. The law doesn't, if you can be present when a crime is committed and not have committed a crime. All right. You're not guilty of being an aider or abetter, a principal to the crime by being there. You can know that a crime is happening and be there and not be a principal to the crime. You can have been there and known that the crime was happening and not report it and still not be a principal to the crime. As long as the law requires that you do or say something that was intended to and that actually did assist this crime to happen. And so,
Okay.
So we were trying to get a psychic on, and she may still come on in the future. But if I go out there and I find Miss Guthrie that passed away, that's what she said. She says she's not alive, and I see the body, and me and Mikey's out there, and we take a selfie, and then I leave.
Well, I was going to say,
I'd be kind of up, I know, but I'm saying I'm just asking for the question.
aren't there
and then
one
I
or
just
two
leave,
crimes?
but I don't say nothing. Would I be liable?
I was going to say, aren't there one or
that's a
two
good
crimes you
question.
are legally, you have to tell, like murder? I think you have to tell the police about, and the other one's like some kind of child violence or something. But there's
there's something called mandatory reporters.
Yeah.
They have to report. And
Those
so
are
it's like
teachers and shit
healthcare
like that.
providers, teachers, school personnel, those kinds of things, if they see something like that, they have to report it. You not reporting it, if there's a crime that's been undiscovered and you know about it and you're not reporting it, helps it to not be discovered. You can then make your way into being a principal to that crime. It's called after the fact. Okay. So, by actively helping to conceal the fact that this crime has happened, you've made yourself that accessory.
Actively
Okay,
concealing,
Mikey.
meaning you're just not telling anybody.
But you now know
But
that
you know
this
about
crime has occurred, and you
So-
have, by not telling anybody, you are now helping the person that did it get away with it.
So if Stroke is literally the only person on planet Earth that knows where Miss Guthrie is, and he doesn't tell anybody, and it can be proven that he knew about it,
with the
No,
selfie.
because he's not attempting to help the crime happen. The
But he's,
intent
but
is the
he's
key
not.
here.
He's
He's not
keeping it
attempting
from
to
being
cover it up.
discovered.
He's not trying to help the person that did it. Okay, so I mean, if you're with the person and it happened, and I think we're getting sideways a little bit. The whole thing here is that you're assisting the crime to happen or to be undiscovered, so that the person does not become entangled because of the crime. So that's the after the fact, the keeping them safe. If you hide them out and you know that the police are looking for them, you can be convicted of after the fact. So those things come into play. But the reporting of the murder itself, if it's not in furtherance of the crime by the not reporting, you're okay. I mean, like Stroke going out there and whatever, he's not going to get tagged with anything because he's not helping out. He doesn't even know who did it.
Okay.
No, but if Jen poked the body with a stick, would she?
Well, that would be
Defiling
messing
a
with
corpse.
evidence, which is a different crime. But
I would
Okay,
for
because
sure
she seems
poke it
like
with
that
a
kind of
stick.
person.
I would poke it with a
Perfect.
stick too.
well,
Oh,
at least put
gross.
a mirror up to her. But
Something.
But no, so I mean, the law principle is a little bit complicated, but especially when you start getting attenuating it out to like Stroke finding a dead body or whatever. But the whole thing is that you have to intend to assist for the crime to happen or for the person not to be punished. So for the crime to happen would be a principle during the commission of it.
Okay.
For the person not to be discovered or arrested would be after the fact.
All right. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Hopefully that helps. This next one is question. It says, what can actually get you sued for defamation in 2026?
Ha!
Well, Donnie J says anything, but
Don't you have to
I would
prove
say that-
financial losses or something?
That's what I thought too. I thought you had to prove that it impacted
Well-
your life in some way.
there's a few steps to it, just like in the law. Everything depends. But if you're a public figure, then the rules are different than if you're just a regular citizen. But you have to show that there was some sort of untrue statement of fact that you knew was untrue, that you then published or transmitted to another person, another third party, or the public at large. So that the knowledge that it was untrue, the transmission of it, and then it has to have damaged you because of that. So those three steps get you to where you might be able to sustain a defamation suit. So if somebody,
Okay.
Publishes an opinion online, I didn't like the food because it was too salty for me or whatever, that's not defamation.
But if they lie,
I found a roach in my plate and it's not true is defamation.
gotcha.
So I mean, you're stating a fact that's not true versus an opinion. An opinion is
Okay.
protected under the First Amendment. So,
Yeah.
but
That's
if you're
good
stating,
because I think it was specifically about a Yelp review.
and again, assuming that the review was just opinion and not stating some fact that was untrue, like the paint on the walls was peeling or whatever, seat was torn, that kind of a thing, and it wasn't. That's actionable. But I just didn't like the food and the service sucked. That's really not. So
What if we say that a former radio personality allegedly wrecked his car and during
Did
a
he wreck his car?
DUI and got hurt?
Well,
and
was it
There's a police
alleged that he
report.
wrecked his car? I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say, did he or didn't?
We
that's a
alleged
fact.
it.
I mean, you're stating a fact that's true. It was alleged that he wrecked his car, and it was alleged that he was drunk or whatever, and all that stuff. I mean, you're just repeating, facts that have been obviously vetted and put out there. You repeating it doesn't make it defamation, even though it sucks for the
well,
person
that's
that
good to know.
you're repeating it, on.
I got
he
I got a
sucks.
question, like, because it's a lie, but at the same time, maybe this person didn't know it was. Like somebody posted on Facebook like a month and a half ago. They were at our bar, and they claimed this is a gay person. They claimed the manager came up to them, said, "We don't want gay people in here," and that they needed to leave. Now, the person who said this, whether they did or not, was not a manager, because the manager was behind the bar the whole time and never once left or spoke to this person.
Right.
So either they made it up or somebody did and was pretending to be the manager.
Right.
So they're technically saying that this happened, but if it did or didn't, is that defamation? Like, let's say,
Well, that's what they call a question of fact, and that's like the juries are ultimately the arbiters of what's true and it's not true. So if you sued them over defamation, then they would have to prove that this happened in order to they have like what's called a burden of proof and then a burden of persuasion. So the burden of proof is on the plaintiffs. If you sued them for defamation, you would show that the manager never left his post behind the bar. Boom. Now it's on them, the burden of persuasion, to say that, well, here's extra evidence that it did happen the way I said it did, or whatever.
Okay.
So, but I mean, that happens at that stage, not at the beginning. I mean, like I've always said, you can sue anybody for anything. So,
All right.
Doesn't mean you're
Last
gonna
one. Last thing here.
well, I mean, back on the defamation thing, though, with like public figures, folks like, even like you guys now have kind of become that. So the standard for proving defamation is, generally speaking, that the comment or the whatever the thing that was made, whether it was written or spoken, was negligent. Like you should have known better than to post this. If you're a public figure, then it has to be shown that it was made with actual malice, like intent to harm you. And so that's something you guys should be aware of, because I've kind of strayed into that a couple of times myself.
So you might want to bleep that out, Mikey. Last episode.
Told you.
I don't think you got to bleep it out, because I think you're just using a word.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh, maybe you do. The way she said it, not the way I said
She
it.
called him
It
a
was with
faggot.
malice.
She called somebody a faggot. I have to beep it out.
No,
All right.
I think we've made some strides in that area. So
Jan, look at you. Starting to joining the show, trying to get us sued.
All right. Last thing. I want to know about this too. It says, when can you legally refuse to identify yourself?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like with police
I mean, with the
encounters and
cops,
shit like that.
not very many circumstances, unless if it's like just a rando, hey, who are you? Let me see your license or whatever. You can tell them to fuck off. But
Okay.
generally speaking, like at a roadside stop, or if they've stopped you like walking around or whatever, and they say, hey, what are you doing? Come over here. And then you give them what they call, reasonable suspicion. That's all they need to detain you. Once they detain you, then you have to provide your information.
And do they have to be specific and tell you you're being detained so that you now know at that
they
point?
don't,
So that
which is tricky. So
Okay.
you, as a citizen, should say, am I free to leave? And if they say no, then you better tell them what they want to know. If they say yes, then walk on, buddy.
Good to know.
Because
I think it's pretty simple too, because I've seen this come up in videos and stuff like that online. So I think if you say if anybody listening, am I free to leave? If they say no, then you're technically being detained. Just
Right.
answer their questions and do what they ask.
Well,
Okay.
and I mean, up to the point where you're required to answer, you still have the Fifth Amendment right to just shut the fuck up. And that's what you ought to do. So who are you and where do you live? That's where you limit it to, boom. You've identified yourself. You've satisfied the requirements of the law. That's it.
And then after that point, just say the
lawyer.
I was going to say the one magic word. Just say lawyer.
And you don't have to tell them where you're going or where you came from or anything like that.
No.
They always ask those questions.
They
though,
do.
even
They
if
do,
you just get
because
pulled
that's
over
what,
speeding.
Yep.
All they're doing is collecting evidence. And
Yeah,
once
they're
they
getting a
get to a
pattern
certain
of
level, you're going to be in handcuffs.
you answering questions going.
Well, briefly touch on the Miranda rights too, because you told me one time,
That's
I
if
told you
you're
when
being detained
I got
for
arrested, they don't have to give you your Miranda rights when you're being arrested, right?
That's right.
Only when they're like,
It's only if they're asking you questions.
They're going to ask you questions once you've been arrested or you're detained, what the law says, to the extent that is comparable to a formal arrest. Then when they ask you questions, they have to have read you your rights. But before that, if they're not going to ask you any questions, they don't have to read you
okay,
stuff. Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
another-
We're not anti-police. It's just I just want
Absolutely
to know,
not.
like,
I'm just saying,
what
I mean,
is
they
my
don't have to,
rights?
man.
What is their rights?
Yeah.
What can we do?
You should know.
Just like our fellow that was working at the healthcare center, the police are going to do exactly as little as they have to do when it comes to that. They're going to, safeguard your Miranda rights by reading you that card when they're going to question you. But a lot of times they don't. And that's where whether it's by mistake or by design, that's open for debate. But that's, a lot of the cracks in the sidewalk are there. But, they have to have arrested you and then be questioning you or have done something that is supposed to elicit some kind of incriminating response from you,
And you see in like movies and TV shows where they get off on that technicality, like you didn't read them the rights and we had to let them go.
Yeah. Well, I got so many clients, man, that come into my office and they're just like, well, they didn't remember my rights, man. That arrest is illegal and all that stuff. I'm like, bud.
Yeah, I see.
That's
I
not how
didn't
it
know
works.
this either.
Law
Well, it's
and
good to
order
know.
is
I mean,
great.
it's-
I love it, but no.
Well, that's why we have you on the show, Rick, because a lot of people get their legal advice from Law and Order or from television.
Right, yeah.
And
They
it's
do.
nice. It's nice to get some clear answers and have things cleared up and like that. Ian, were you trying to say something?
I was going to say, yeah, like, is there a case of where somebody can be let go for not being read their rights? I mean, they were questioned, but weren't read their rights.
Well, not let go, but any statements they made might be thrown out because of the lack of reading the Miranda rights. You know, they didn't warn them that you don't have to answer these questions, buddy. So, and I mean, I've gotten in the recent, like last 2 years or whatever, several large cases thrown out because their statement was all they had. And so once the statement goes away, then they don't have a case. And so, you know, in those cases, it becomes very important to analyze, you know, were their rights protected and all that.
I'll just tell everyone homework assignment, look up Gideon versus Wainwright.
Well, it was right here, baby. Judge
Right
Turner.
here in our hometown.
Yeah, Judge
Look it up,
Turner.
everybody.
I used to know him before he passed. He was the public defender the lawyer that established the right to having a public defender, and it happened right here in Bay County. So
nice. Okay. Well, I appreciate you answering those questions for us, Rick. You might as well
identification stuff though, like with say a mall cop gets you, or you know, Walmart security or whatever. You know, you don't have to identify yourself to private citizens at all. Some of them
Only
have the right to
actual police
temporarily
officers.
detain you,
What
and
about
they can
bouncers?
hold you and shit. But there's no legal requirement for you to,
No,
you know.
no, I'm serious. Like bouncers.
It's a good question.
Yeah, if someone's trying to get into a bar and they ask you for your ID, you legally have to give it to them, don't you?
You don't have to legally give it to them. If you want to go in, they're legally, they can legally require you to give it to them to get in.
Yeah.
But that's a consensual exchange.
Okay.
I mean, it's not, and that's if you want to do this, you have to show me this. Otherwise, you can't do this. So, I mean, it's an agreement between two people or the establishment and the person that you have to satisfy certain requirements. And the only way you can do that is
you want
by
this, you got to do this.
Exactly. The other one is just give me your ID, or whatever. So,
all right. Well, good. Thank you. Appreciate that, Rick. And since you're
I
here,
learned a lot.
you might, yeah, no, seriously, you might as well hang out for this last segment. We're going to do our new segment called This is where our
That
resident
sounds like a crime, but it's not.
stroke in the streets hits the
remember
streets
that
and
question about jerking off outside the window?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
that's sort of kind of like this. Actually, no, Stroke has hit the streets, and I got two videos here. One is about a blumpkin, and the other one, well, I'll just let Stroke set it up.
Well, if we're doing the blumpkin, I don't know if everybody knows what that term means. It means you're getting a blowjob while you're shit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it means.
I've
And-
seen Harold and Kumar too. I know what it means.
and
A
let's
lot of
go
people
ahead.
don't.
So you're in a bar here in this particular video, and my favorite part about this video, I have to tell you guys, is the beginning where you're like sort of singing the song that's played, and you kind of like walk up to this lady and you're going, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hilarious.
Also,
All right.
subscribe to Patreon.
Also
Yeah.
subscribe to Patreon or on Spotify, or you're not gonna be able to see these videos. Here you go. This is the first video of this week's Stroke in the Streets.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was talking to the guys over there. They didn't know what a blumpkin was. I'm like, how do you not know what that is? You know what a blumpkin is? Oh, it's really nasty. I'm not trying to be gross. They were laughing. It's when a girl. I'll word it differently. When a woman gives you a little oral while you're pooping, I'm like, that's gross. Like,
Like
it's
his
called a
face.
blumpkin. I read it on the internet. I'm like,
I gotta
why
pause.
do
I gotta
people
pause.
do that? That's gross.
Why?
Are you talking to the black guy or the old woman?
No, he's talking
old
to this.
woman.
He's talking to this lady right
The
here.
black guy just happens to just be here.
Yeah, he
Hey,
just
says
happens
it
to
all
be
right
right there.
Yeah.
I like how it changed it to oil.
Yeah, I
You
didn't even
know,
catch that. I tried to catch that so I could fix anything, but it said oil. That's
A
hilarious.
blumpkin, I read it on the
They were.
internet. I'm like, why do people do that? That's gross. Don't you think it's gross? Yeah. Who's into that kind of shit? People nasty. Oh, yeah, but I mean, I can't imagine like why somebody's pooping and then doing that. That's gross.
You're just terrorizing people.
And then she's dancing. The lady's dancing in the back.
She's like,
Stroke.
leave me alone.
Stroke's done.
Yeah, she's not giving you eye contact anymore. She's like, if I keep looking forward, he'll get the hint.
Did
He's
you
protesting too much. He wants a blumpkin.
did you know you didn't know that person? It was just a random person
I
at
don't know
that
that
bar.
person. No. Of Christina's
Oh my
got these
God.
microphones and she's just recording. She's laughing her ass off.
So funny. So the next one is I didn't really realize that there was a black dude in that first video. This next one might be involving one of those same African American men, because this is you talking about your butthole to basically on a phone where you're trying to like trying to get people to hear your conversation. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, like eavesdropping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is pretty funny.
Oh, I don't want to meet her. Last time I was with her, she tried to lick my ass. You remember when she tried to lick? You remember when she tried to?
So just for people listening, Stroke is standing right next to two guys, and he's acting
Pretending
as
to
he's
be
on the phone,
Yeah.
and telling somebody he doesn't want to meet somebody because he tried to lick his butthole. And I don't think the dudes heard you at first, so you ended up repeating it again, which is coming up here.
Remember when she tried to lick my ass and then tried to kiss me afterwards? I'm like, no, hell no, you ain't gonna kiss me after licking me like that.
I'm done.
Hell no,
I am done. Oh my God, this is so funny. He is not having this conversation. He looks at you.
He looks you up and
He
down.
looked me up and down. You're right, Jen. He looked me up and down. And he's just like, I'm out.
Like, nope.
Like, no, hell no, you ain't gonna kiss me after licking me like that.
You saw the audacity of this.
These white people are crazy. These white people are crazy.
You look like you're at Dave and Buster's or something.
Where are you even at there? Do you know
Just somewhere over there in Destin. That's near my house. It's like the karaoke. It's like a pizza place, but it's also a karaoke place late at night. It's kind of a fun place, but
Love it.
oh,
I love it.
They love it there when I go there.
I love this. So that's this week's Stroke in the Streets. We have more Stroke in the Street videos, and we'll keep doing this. As Stroke heads out into the wild and records these videos, we will play them for you every episode as he does them. And I think it's only going to get better in the summer as we head towards the summer and nicer weather. We can spend more time
Hell
outside.
yeah! Once the real freaks show up,
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
get those
look at-
tourists out
Spring
there.
break's
I got
coming.
it's a shit about
and I
living
got
in
a real
tourist town,
microphone
man.
with our label on it and everything. Like, what do you call the book? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and ask people questions.
Yeah, this will be fun. All right. Well, you got to make sure you join Spotify and Patreon so you can see those videos and see all the things that we've posted and shared and all the other stuff. And that's how you support the show. This is probably got like 2 more days to grab the shirt of the month for this month. And if not, we're moving on to a new shirt and you're lost. And don't forget, we start next week. You got to listen for the secret phrase so that you can win a steak and a blowjob courtesy of not that. Well, it's just the steak.
No
Please
blowjobs.
correct
Wait a minute! I
yourself.
thought we settled this.
We're just giving away the
Dangle
steak.
your carrot and all that.
We're not, well, that's a whole different contest.
No.
Dangle your carrot at the Bunny Ranch for Easter. That's our Easter contest.
I loved your
That's a whole
Easter way
different
you
thing.
spun that. I mean,
I love it.
I'm not saying we're not going to hell. I'm just saying that might have just sped things up.
Well, I mean, I already could picture the graphic. Like we could put Jesus in a bunny costume.
No, I don't think we need to put Jesus on
You
there.
could put
Just
his
put a
little
bunny.
carrot hanging out. No, you
Oh,
want to
keep
do
Jesus
that?
out of it.
All right,
Don't
I'm
put
sorry.
Jesus.
I was gonna say,
Right,
like,
that's
I mean, you
offensive.
showed the hooker your erection.
Exactly.
Boom, did it.
Exactly. I love
Nailed
it. I love it. But we'll get to that as we get closer to Easter, and we'll do the dangle your carrot at the Bunny Ranch. But right now, we're giving away steak and a blowjob, or just the steak. You get the blowjob, courtesy.
Blowjobs on you. So, yeah.
But not that damn show. But that starts next week, so make sure you're listening. Everybody, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Bye.
And say bye to Jen because I don't think she's coming back.
Hey, this was really fun.
We hope you liked it too.
You know, we've had a lot of laughs tonight.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through.
But I'll tell you what's not funny.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
Killing strippers.
'Cause now it's time to go.
Strippers are people, too. Naked people who may be willing to pleasure you for a price you negotiate later behind the curtain at a VIP
'Cause
room.
we'll see you very soon, I know.
Besides, there's no need to kill them,
Very soon I know.
because most of them are already dead inside.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye, good friends, goodbye.